Taurus, welcome to Gracie's Gamut. Today I will be doing your July 19th to the 25th, 2021 financial reading regarding your money and career. We already got some cards popping out here, so I feel like I should keep them, so let's take a look. We have the Knight of Cups and your challenge for the week. The Page of Cups and what's benefiting you. And the Three of Swords in the reverse. Page of Cups is in the reverse as well. I don't know if I said that. Obviously you can see that, but so you know that I know. In Message from Spirit. I want to begin this reading with, before I delve into it, with that I'm changing my setup for my financial reads because they kept trying to veer off to into more of relationship areas, and I want to stop that from happening. So I'm focusing more when I do my financial read. I'm doing a whole different setup with them, and I'm going to the main read. I'm telling all of the signs this. The main read is the most important thing that Spirit wants me to tell you, to tell somebody, anybody, whoever it resonates with. And then I will be pulling a couple of sets of cards out of my Oracle decks for everyone else. Them as well. I mean, you're going to get some kind of a message, but I feel like there will be, I'm aiming that at anybody who doesn't resonate with this. Always check your sun, moon, and rising for a clearer picture anyway. But I'm just telling you this is how the setup will be from now on. I feel better about the reads for this week, and they are more aimed at your financial. I mean, obviously some things are going to affect your financial if it has to do with relationships, but I'm not going to like try to clarify them further or anything like that from now on. It'll just be whatever feelings are coming up towards your money. Okay, Taurus, let's get some more cards here. What else do we have for... Oh, no, that's too much. Let's shuffle. That means to me to shuffle. Shuffle again. Okay. What else do we have for Taurus with this energy for the week? The Eight of Swords. I think an offer to do something that you've always wanted to do but never had the opportunity is presenting itself here with this Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups in the reverse. I feel like it's a love of something and you've never gotten an opportunity to express that, not where you can actually use it to make income, and that's presenting itself. You have the Devil here. Some kind of a temptation. This Three of Swords. I think someone here has been a little bit depressive. Someone is, I think you're battling with this Three of Swords in the reverse. I feel like you've been battling. It could be some kind of addiction to something. It may be gambling. I'm feeling almost like a gambling, curbing yourself, in a positive way though. I feel like, you know, this card usually feels to me like a you know, it's always self-imposed, well not always, but mostly self-imposed restrictions. In this case, I think it's the right direction. I feel like with this bit of water she's at right here, she's tipping her toe into a new area and a new way of being, and it's will head into, see how the swords are all behind her around the side, there's nothing in front of her, and she's tapping her foot into this water and testing new waters, restricting herself from these negative energies that she may have been partaking in the past, which would make sense with the Devil coming up with this card here. trying to move away from something that isn't beneficial anymore. I wouldn't doubt if the Eight of Cups comes up here somewhere, walking away from things that no longer serve you. This is what this feels like. I feel like it was a long time coming with this Three of Swords. I think you went through a lot to get to this point. This may have, I'm feeling like some kind of addiction. It could be any addiction that affects your finances. Any addiction will affect your finances eventually. It doesn't have to be necessarily, it could be a love addiction. It could be being addicted to someone and it causes you to call into work. It causes you to slack at work and things like that. I'm not feeling that here. I'm not feeling so much like it's a relationship. I feel like although it could be breaking the bonds with someone who, if you had a drug addiction or any kind of addiction, like I said, but a drug addiction in the past where this person, whether it be a friend, family member, or what, will not detach themselves from, they won't break the chains that bind them to this. And you were kept bound to them, and now you've released that restriction. You've released that chain from around your neck as well, and you have to walk away from it. Very painful when you have to let people go, because you can only help someone so much. Eventually it has to be their decision. And if you're in a case where you have that same addiction or that same tendency, it tends to pull you back in. So I feel like that's part of this here. Like you will be, you've come to a conclusion that you want a better life, and you're not willing to spend money on this addiction or this temptation, whatever it may be. Some of you may be this temptation might be spending. This might be a shopping addiction. I can imagine that as well here. I feel, because whatever is going on, it's affecting you, the money. You spending your money in the wrong way. This is what this feels like. Some of you may have been in the middle of this when you realize what it is that you want to do. Maybe you started an online store. You've seen how addicting it can be to shop, and it's caused you to feel like, I could have a storefront like that, like I go to all the time. Look at all the money that I've spent. And maybe you've turned that around with this Eight of Swords, tipping your toes into a new well of abundance here, flipping it around, like flipping it around. Not with both of these in the reverse like that. I feel like flipping it around, using your knowledge and your feelings of temptation to buy to make a business out of it. Maybe an online storefront. That's what this feels like. It could be here. Okay, let's see. Let's clarify these cards a little bit here for Taurus. All right. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Empress, the Knight of Wands, Three of Pentacles, working with others. You may have someone you had an idea about, could have been about this business here, this online store, and you sought people to help you to start it and for their information. Maybe asking other creators or people in the same business what they did and what's the best way of going about it. There's a lot of feels like a lot of nurturing of a project or a cause here. Let's see. We have the Tower. This may have been what sparked your this. It feels like maybe this temptation caused the universe to create a tower moment for you. so that you could see the error of your ways and how much energy you're spending or money you're spending into something that wasn't benefiting you. You have the Fool in the reverse. Taking precise action, I feel. Diving right into something, but taking precise steps to get there is what this feels like. The Knight of Wands. Let's look at the Knight of Wands. I haven't addressed the Knight of Wands yet. It's in the reverse. I feel like you see how this cat is like, there's a mouse there, right? Usually mortal enemies, whatever you want to call it in most cases. But I feel like there's a protective, you're protecting someone. There's a protective quality here. You love them. I feel like there's a love there and a worry there for them, but you are not worrying yourself as much with the outcome of their situation, because they're not taking your advice, and they're and it's so funny because it feels like a day in my shoes. See how the mouse is in the shoes? I'm feeling the saying live a day in my shoes. You know what I'm saying? That's what it feels like. I think you've had to have conversation with somebody about the spending addiction and all that. It might not be an addiction. Maybe you just like to spend. If you have the money to do it, then so be it. But I think that it began to have a adverse effect on your finances and bill paying and all that. All right, let's move on to advice from Spirit. Let's see what advice they have for this energy here. Sacred action, decisive focus. Wow. I will read from the book for you guys on that. Number 17. Sacred action. It's time to bring the active energy of the cheetah into your life. This swift cat represents decisive action and intense focus. Take an honest look at the projects or situations that have, for some reason, been put on hold. Perhaps you've been waiting for a better time, unsure of what you want to focus on, or even what action to take. This card is telling you to let go of the hesitation. Your soul longs for you to move forward on your path. Whether your goal is personal, professional, or spiritual, you have the power to manifest whatever you desire. Now is the time to resolve to pick a direction that calls to your heart and act. Let go of your self-doubt and fear of making the wrong decision. The strength of your spirit will guide you every step of the way. Your spirit may also take you in the more global direction of sacred activism. The light of shared consciousness between animal and human can help you take decisive action to make the earth and all her life forms a top priority. As your loving intention expands to encompass others, it accelerates the beneficial momentum and activates blessings worldwide. In this way, you have the power to heal the earth and yourself in your actions and choices every day. I'll put that over here. And we will ask for guidance and advice from the wisdom of the oracle as well. Spirit's guides, what advice do you have for Taurus at this time? We have tick-tock in the reverse. Anything else? Is that it? Oh, well, I guess that wasn't it. Let's grab that. A change in the wind. Okay, I'm going to read for the book from you guys on that. Tick-tock in the reverse, so, and it's the number 30. So I will just be reading the protection message on that. Essential meanings and the protection. Number 30. I went far past where I needed to. Okay. Tick-tock. Essential meanings: timelessness, divine timing, immeasurable time. The protection message. Have you been feeling as if the clock is ticking and gotten a little nervous that your dreams are taking too long to manifest? There's nothing to fear. You will never run out of time for the important things. The miracles that are yours and yours alone can't be missed. Isn't that amazing? You're in such capable hands with guides and angels hovering in invisible places, ensuring that your journey will be filled with all sorts of goodies. Let your anxiety be gently dispelled by your faith. Spirit will never deny you your highest good. All is yours in divine, appropriate timing. You can relax. Someone is stressing about things not going quite right at this time. You need to let the universe do its work, pull its strings. A change in the wind. Essential meanings. A sense that unseen change has been initiated. Preparation for a storm. Awareness that your plans are not on firm ground. Feeling a shift. Uncertainty about which direction the winds will blow. The oracle's message. It's human nature to yearn for certainty and resist change. To want the world to remain consistent like a zebra's stripes, yet nothing in human experience is black and white, nor will anything remain static. The one thing guaranteed is change. Now is a time of transformation as outer conditions are temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. Stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scatter seeds, and nourish the soil for better things ahead. Life is about to get interesting. Anticipate it with curiosity as you wonder what is coming in on the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies. And your prosperity message. As you endeavor to create a prosperous life, you may encounter unexpected reversals that cause you to shift directions. This is a good thing, so there is nothing to fear. Perhaps an opportunity you sought went to someone else. Perhaps you've pursued something that you suddenly realize is not in your highest good. You might not be 100% clear on where you need to go, but you are certain that things are not going as planned. Circumstances are not in your control right now. Wait it out. All will be well. Even better, actually. Trust. I like that advice. Definitely. Don't let this feeling overcome you that because things aren't going quite exactly as you want it to, that it's not good for you. That it's not a change that is divinely timed and is set in your place for a reason. Something you have to go through to get to the better side of your abundance and prosperity. Okay, Taurus, that's it for this read. Like, share, subscribe, please. Join my community here. Many of you are not subscribed. It takes just a second to tap that subscribe button and the bell icon for future uploads if you want to. Have a great week, and I will see you next video.